Welcome to this course on maximizing your business by using Google. We're going to dive deep into Google and really help you organize how you operate your salon business. I am so excited to share this information with you because I know a lot of times you're out there trying to figure out how to just keep everything in order and, everything intact so that you can continue to run a successful business. Well, we're going to actually use Google to organize how you operate. One of the biggest issues with entrepreneurs is organization. I'm going to be honest. It was definitely one of my biggest issues as well. Not knowing how to keep everything that we have to do, things that we have to accomplish, just organize. Like just get it all in a place where we can easily access it and not have to figure out where it is when we need to access it rapidly. Or even think about how to keep everything in one place so that as we do build a team or bring someone aboard, so that they can access it as well. And I get it. This is why this class is so important to help you organize your salon business. Currently, I know that you have your branding information, you have instructional information, you have sales information, marketing information. You have all of this information and you have it in different places. You have it on your desktop, you have it on your phone, you might have it in the iCloud, you might have it on an external drive. You have it everywhere. And it consists of having your logo, photos of your logo, whether it's the PNG or JPEG files and old logos because you've redone those, and you have old material and older reports because you found a new way to make your reports. And you have a notepad full of all kinds of notes, and you use all sorts of mobile apps, and you have all kinds of before photos, after photos, stylist photos, headshots. You have spreadsheets. You have just so many things that you need in order to run a successful business. And like I said, I was you as well. I had things stored all over the place. And if the desktop or the laptop would crash, I would know that I had a backup on a drive, but I will only have certain things. And whatever was not on that drive, I had to figure out a way where it was, whether it was in the email, and go pull it out. That is such a hassle. The new way of you organizing your business is to store everything on the Google Drive with access from your phone in the cloud. If you can access things from the phone in your cloud, this way, if someone was to reach out to you for a perfect opportunity to put your salon out there to be featured in a newspaper, and they're looking for your salon's logo and a headshot, literally right from the hands of your device, right from your phone, you could send them off that information quickly. And you don't have to wait till you get home because it's on your desktop to send people information anymore. So here's the new way. You're going to have all your branding information organized. That includes your bio, large photo files, your PNG files. You'll have a brand style guide. You have content templates. And for your information structure, you may have class layouts. You may have your business plan. You may have an operational plan. You may have digital books that you've purchased. You're going to have some handouts that you may have gotten and scanned into different places. You'll have your sales information that includes your spreadsheets, your growth plan, your financial plan, profit and loss statements. But then you got your marketing as well. And those consist of all of your Pinterest ideas, your Instagram photos, your Instagram stories and videos, client testimonials. And then you got a whole bunch of other stuff like applications, SOPs, presentations that you may have used for your salon team, things that you might have need in meetings. But we're going to organize everything and we're going to use Google to do it for us. Just a little bit about myself before we jump into that. I am your salon coach and hair product development consultant. I help salon owners create a business structure, build a team and clientele, increase retail revenue, and develop hair products. My ultimate goal is to get you in the position to be able to hire a salon manager, open multiple locations, and retire from the chair with ease and profitability. That is what I'm all about. So just a little bit more about little background, just that you understand where I'm coming from. 20 years in the industry, currently living in beautiful, sunny Florida. Owned a wonderful six-figure salon in Georgia. Shut that down to go to the sunny state and teach you how to run your business the same way I did. Get to those high numbers, have a fully staffed, but more important, organize your business right now. I've been in multiple competitions, work with celebrities. Here's another celebrity, and taught at packed out trade shows. So this is just a class of me teaching some instructional information. It was standing room only in this class. I'm also the CEO of the Salon Business Blueprint Club, where I teach salon owners and stylists how to build their profitable business. And this is just a testimony of one client right here. I gave her a strategy. She took that strategy and ran with it and made 10K in 10 days, and you can too. So let's jump into it. We're going to learn right now. So get ready, get your pen, get your paper, get whatever you need, find a nice spot so that you can dive in and learn how to maximize your business with Google. So let's begin. First thing we're going to cover is the key functions. So the 4 key functions of using Google is that you need the Google Drive for storage. You're going to use Google Docs. You're going to use Google Sheets. And we're going to dive into Google Forms. And I'm going to explain why each is important and how you are going to incorporate every part of Google inside of your business. So I know you already have a Gmail account that you probably utilize for different things. I highly, highly recommend that you get a Gmail account specifically for your salon and only manage and run salon operations out of that Gmail account, that Google account. And here's why. Because we get flooded with plenty of different emails, whether you're getting an email from Lowe's, Victoria's Secret, from Bed Bath & Beyond. It could be from Michael's, it's from Ulta, it's from all sorts of places. You do not want those emails mixed in with your business emails. And the fact that we're going to utilize the drive to be able to organize how you operate. Having an organized system is going to help you be able to hire a salon manager, give them access to this information that you've already created and organized, and help you run your business effectively. They do not need to see the pictures of you and the family out on vacation, having a great time. They do not need to see any of these items. So start out fresh. Get a Google account in your salon name and use it specifically to organize your salon business. That is the first step that you want to do. Now, once you're in this account, you can also use the Gmail for your customer information. So if you want to use that on your website for customers to be able to email you or to send any responses through email, you can use that specific account as well. So let's dive into the storage. Now with Google Drive is where you're going to utilize the storage. Every account that you begin, you automatically receive 15 gigs of free storage on your Google Drive. 15 gigs of storage is a lot of space for you to put a lot of the flyers that you have for different promotions, different features, for your business card design. A lot of those designs that you have that you're getting from different graphic designers, your logo, you want to be able to store them somewhere. And we're going to use the Google Drive. So this is the ultimate storage. This is like your cloud space that you can access from your phone, from a computer in a hotel, from anywhere, basically. If you got to run into Office Depot or UPS and print out something, if it's stored in your Google Drive, you can easily access it from there. So we're going to utilize the drive, but we're also going to organize the drive. So we're not just going to throw things in the Google Drive and have it be a complete mess. You're going to create folders to organize the things that you need. So to create a folder, if you open up your Google Drive, you'll see at the top left-hand corner, you'll see a tab titled New. On this tab, you're going to select Folders. From there, you're going to create folders that pertains to the different subjects in your business. A couple of these folders will include hiring, bag bar, retail, branding, marketing, pricing structure, product development, and the list goes on and on and on. So if you have different file folders in a file cabinet, you're going to create these folders on your Google Drive. So I want you to think of it in that manner. Whatever folders you may have at the salon in a desk drawer, we're going to create those exact folders inside of the Google Drive. And the beauty of having it all organized is that if you have to go and pull a salon application, it will be in the hiring folder on the Google Drive, just like if you was to go open your salon desk drawer, file cabinet, and pull out the hiring folder and the application is in there. It's the same concept. This is also a great place to store everything. If you still run out of salon applications, there's one at the desk and you're like, oh, I got to print some more. How can I quickly print some more? Well, open your Google Drive. That document or PDF is already stored in your Google Drive and you can airdrop it to any printer or go to any store and get it printed out easily. So the same folders you have in your file box or your file cabinet in your salon are the folders that you're going to create inside of your Google Drive. And inside of each folder, you're going to organize every item that you have in the next following steps. So the first step in creating the documents and things that you have is to utilize Google Docs. Google Docs is similar to Microsoft Word. So if you ever opened a Word document and start typing information on that Word document, probably laying out an outline of a class, laying out an outline of something you want to teach somebody, creating a salon application, jotting down some questions for your hiring process, or just making some notes on every subject, creating some notes on different stylists, how, things that happened at the end of their 30-day probation. Google Docs is going to allow you to do that. The beauty of it is that once you create the Google Doc, you will be able to save the doc inside of that particular folder on your Google Drive. So here's how to do it. While you have the Google Doc open, you're going to click on the top left-hand corner. You're going to click File. When the drop-down menu opens, you're going to click on Move Here. When you select the Move Here button, it's going to open up the different folders that you have inside of your Google Drive. You're going to select the proper folder and click Move Here. This is going to automatically save this document inside of that folder. This way, when you need to access this specific document inside of whether it be your hiring folder, your retail folder, you're going to open that folder up and you're going to see the document that you have saved in that particular folder. So we're starting to organize items that we need inside of our different folders. Some of the things you can create with on your Google Docs is your training manual. You can create your SOP that may include your dress code, your COVID waiver, your return policies. You can create anything on your Google Docs, but the idea is to save it in the proper folder and so much more. So now that you understand how to create a Google Doc and where we're actually going to save it at, the next part of Google that we're going to utilize is the Google Sheets. So Google Sheets is similar to Microsoft Excel. If you know Microsoft Excel, it can be very complicated sometimes and very, very confusing. I find that Google Sheets is, yes, it's similar to Excel. However, it just seems so easy to go open a Google Sheet and create an inventory list, or to create an expense list, or to create a budget list. The beauty of this part is that they do have templates available for you to choose from. So if you have no idea on how to put calculations in or how to have a sheet formulate anything, there are several templates for you to choose from. You can select it and you can change the templates around and make it beneficial for your business. The math terms is already in there. The calculations is already in there. If you need to create charts, those are already in there. It offers you budget sheets with the calculations done, and you just simply have to adjust the words. So the beauty of Google Sheets, it really allows you to keep great inventory, keep track of your expenses, and keep track of your budget. And once again, inside of the Google Sheet folder, file that you're working on, you're also going to do the same steps we did before by clicking File, click Move, and you're going to save it in the appropriate Google Drive folder. So you may have a folder titled Income, or inside of your retail folder, you're going to create a retail inventory spreadsheet. You're going to save that spreadsheet back to your retail folder inside of your Google Drive. So once again, when you start looking at your retail, it may even have a document that lists your suppliers on there inside of your retail folder. It may then have the spreadsheet of your inventory control all located inside of your retail folder. So we're organized how everything operates on your Google Drive. So we've talked about the docs, we've covered Google Sheets. Finally, we're going to cover Google Forms. So this is a big one right here. Google Forms is very useful for when you want to get customer feedback of their experience in your salon, of a new service that you're providing, for a new stylist who just started. You can also use Google Forms for surveys. If you're thinking about creating a new package or offering some new products and you want to survey your clients, you can use Google Forms as well. It's also great for intake forms and consultations. So let's say you have a new guest that comes and you want to collect their information, and instead of doing it the traditional way of handing them an actual paper form and filing that paper form away, you can actually hand them a tablet that have the Google form open and allow them to fill that out, and that intake or consultation form gets automatically stored once again inside of your Google Drive, because you're going to have a folder inside of the Google Drive that's going to collect all of this information for you. Every time a guest fill out the Google form, at the end of the day, you can tell it where to send all the forms to so that you can sit down and read through every single intake form or consultation form that's there, customer feedback, or gather the surveys. Google Forms is similar to Jot Forms. So if you're familiar with Jot Forms where you've ever have to open up something and there's a form that someone asks you for your name, your email, and a couple different pieces of information, the Google form is the same way. One of the plus about Google Form that I like is that you get to design it also and customize it or brand it based on your salon. So you get to add your salon logo on there. You get to put your color scheme on there. So it actually really looks personalized. So this is Google Forms. You can use the Google Forms for customer feedback, surveys, intake form, and consultation. And this is exactly how you're going to maximize and organize your business using Google. So everything that we have covered, from Google Docs to Google Sheets to Google Forms, we're going to access all of that from the Google Drive. The last and final thing is, remember, you can also download each one of these apps to your phone as well. So you can download the Google Drive to your phone. You can download the Google Docs. Should you be at the salon, let's say, and you're thinking of some things that you need to do for a specific area of your business. Let's say it's hiring, for example. You can easily open up a Google Doc and start making some quick notes. Take that doc and save it in your hiring folder on your Google Drive, and you can do that all from your phone. Or at the end of the week, where you need to write down your numbers and look and see where you are at hitting your goals for the week, your money goal for the end of the week, you can open up your sheets from your phone and jot down all the numbers that are in your Google Sheet that you laid out on the computer from your phone, though. So it's going to continue to calculate from your phone. And the beauty of that is, if you put it in your in your phone real quickly because you're at the salon, when you get home, you can look at it on the spreadsheet because the numbers are going to automatically save. Anything you do and create inside of Google will automatically save for you. So you don't have to worry about, oh, the children are talking, I have to stop real quick, and my computer died, I wonder if it saved. Yes, it automatically saves everything for you wherever you stored it at. So if you should open it up on a different device, you can see exactly where you left off at on your laptop at home. So this is the beauty of using Google to maximize your business. I want to thank you for going through and organizing your business. Please reach out to me at ElishaMonique.com for other resources. And I look forward to educating you later on as your salon coach and product development consultant.